spark back memories. Oh, this is like freaking nostalgia for me. Because I remember playing this game when it first came out. I think I got this when it first came out. It was one of my pre-order games, or one of the games I wanted for Christmas. And this was the game I was excited for. Because I played 3, and I did like 3, but there was some stuff about 3 I don't like. But this is the game that is my freaking game. This is my personal, like, Fallout game. Like, New Vegas, I played, love it. But compared to any other game, it's this. Oh, Lord Almighty. Let me send this to Discord and everyone else. Hold up. Discord and everyone else, because I am ready to stream this for a bunch of people. Alright, just waiting for... Hold on. Can I turn off notifications before I continue on? At least to keep things moving. How would this be? I technically I still see the games, but I'll be able to read the messages. Well, I can see the elaborated time at least. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'm doing this style so I can read your messages while you're talking in the game into this chat. So feel free, Monique, well, Luthia, whatever, because we're jumping into this. It never changes. Loading. I'm gonna let the cutscene play, so I'll be right back, but I'm not leaving.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world
You know, about the great grandpa coming back to war.
Instead,
that was kind of like my grandpa, because my grandpa was in Vietnam.
Happened. We began to use atomic energy.
By the way, you never wonder why. I FR. You thought I will use my earbud watching you.
Luxuries once
That's
thought
fine.
the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
And here's our character editor. And this is default.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
You know how Skyrim's character models will look a
Get
bit
ready and stop hogging the mirror.
weird?
Right.
This is the exact same thing for me. So yeah, you can change the face style itself. When you press triangle,
Hey, my turn, big guy.
you switch the sex, but it's actually like this. But I'm not gonna make
Let me
the
just
wife
slide
customized because the
here.
thing is, I'm not gonna. I think it's already shown in the first bit. She dies. One different hairstyle. It does look close to my hairstyle. You played this before? Shot in the head with head while freeze with for your baby. Yeah, your child gets stolen. Yeah, I guess I'll bring my hairstyle into this game. Let's go ahead and just do Nilo, but let's try to get this nice and good.
Hey, did you get a haircut yesterday? It's cute.
We can do this.
This new haircut's
Screw
really
you,
working.
Dante, with that freaking Discord thing. I thought. I know it was the red and smug face because it literally tells me. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do shit like this. Sunkissed might be
So
my
handsome.
skin. Alright, can I get the right eyes? Amber, where's my red? I mean, where's... I think my eyes are green. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
The press X to doubt guy at the doubt. Oh, you're talking about LA Noir. Remind me, there's a meme with that. This is gonna be hard to do. Look, I could just do like this face and it'll just like this face.
My handsome
Screw it, we'll
husband.
do that face. Let's see what catastrophe I can make. You call snub nose. And my nose is straight, but it's shortened. Because it's like my nose is more open. Okay, look at this one. Oh, Lord. I knew that was going to be the one. I knew which one that was. Yeah, let's do that
My
one.
nose is too big.
Let's get with the facial hair. I don't, well, I do have facial hair, but not that much. Can I really change this color of this hairstyle and just not have that? Screw it, give me the
I
none.
like this graph. It accents your chin.
Hold on, let me fix the skin color. Hold up.
I clean up pretty nice.
There we go. I think this is good enough. Extras, damage. Yeah, you get like scars and all that stuff you can put on. Blemishes, more face. Yeah, I usually don't have freckles on me. And is that what we're gonna do? Let's check the body. So like you can do it like how, you know, muscular, large, thin. I think you can go all the way from large to like this. I'm not making myself look fat. Nah. I'm trying to make myself like how I would look like today. I think it'd be... Oh yeah, I got a bit of muscle here, so that's pretty good. And we're done. Yep, confirm it. And that's the only chance you'll get to create your character. You can't recreate it. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna actually fix, you know, settings. Give me a second. I'm changing the display the things. Yeah, there we go. So I have a full screen for this one.
Ah, good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
Comic book. The comics always have like a little perk you can find around the game.
More of the same.
Well, I like that you can have your robot butler as a companion. Technically the only other member of your family who survived. Yeah, basically.
Sugar bombs. 100% daily value
Like
of sugar.
someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Sean.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Looks like the milk got delivered. Saddle up Salisbury steak. Graded A+. Nuka-Cola. Ice cold.
Nuka-Cola's the good stuff.
How can someone so small drink so much?
See if there's anything else.
It's a little early to be drinking.
Can you get that?
Now who
It's
left those
probably
here?
that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Ah, the salesman. This is actually another thing. Hold on.
Bunch of our old holotape recordings.
Holotapes. Alright. Let's go see that person.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid. And coming sooner than you may think. If you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information.
His timing isn't suspicious at all. Yeah.
Total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
Oh, and this is the many few bits of sarcastic me.
Now, I can't wait for the world to end.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
We'll see this guy later on. So here's where the bits come in. Hold on, before I do anything. So strength is pretty much like it says how much you carry and the damage of all melee attacks. Perception affects your environmental awareness, aka you're pretty much your compass, because it usually tells you like, hey, enemies over here. But it also affects your weapon VATS. Endurance, which affects your total health and action point drain from sprinting. Charisma, which is the one I'm going to focus a little bit more on, allows you to have a better chance of persuading people and getting better prices from bartering. Intelligence, which pretty much affects the number of experience points, which, while that may sound good, you're going to get more experience from doing quests in general, so it's only there for a little bit of a benefit, but it's not the biggest one. Agility, which affects your action points, but also your ability to sneak. And luck, which increases which is pretty much your good fortune, and I'm not kidding when I say this, increases and affects the recharge rate of critical hits. I'll mention that later on. So I'm gonna do for the strength, a crud ton of agility, a pretty good amount of charisma, I can't pronounce it properly, some perception, some endurance, and some intelligence, some luck. This is my style. 4, 3, 3, 5, 3, 7, 3. Basically, that's what I'm going for. I mean, technically I can just... I mean, for how I'm fighting, I'm not going to use VATS much unless I'm playing my cards right, because I'm going to be a bit sneaky. But then again, I don't need much of this, so... Rest assured, this will not be the final stuff. And, oh, a little bit of tidbit about this. So, I think Cogswell would tell you about your name. So let me just go... See, he does mention your name sometimes, but select number. I'm going to do actually this. I'm going to do my real name.
Wonderful.
Because I want to show it off. Because Cogsworth is the only character I think of that literally mentions your character's name.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Mr. Calvin, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on. How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
God, how freaking how like they set the tone in this game.
Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Followed by... Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
And it begins.
Sounds, explosions.
And it begins.
We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's, confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of
Kaboom, yeah.
nations in New York and Pennsylvania.
Kaboom.
My God.
Not just yet, though.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
This way, all vault participants!
Who cares?
Just help me back it up! Check in at the gate. Did you read the program you came in?
That's absurd! I am
Not on the list.
Vault-Tec.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this!
If you're in the program, step forward.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am. You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside
We're doing everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform in the center.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
And there it is. By the way, fun fact, we actually will be able to see the where we saw that bomb went off. We actually have to go there for story purposes.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion. No need to worry, folks.
You'd be shocked with the radiation.
Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later,
No,
we'd all be.
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
I like how in the third game you were born in a vault, so you never saw the outside world ever since it happened.
Is here for you.
This way.
All new residents, please proceed
Just this
in
way.
an orderly fashion.
Step over to the table. Take a seat.
Welcome.
Oh, hi. But okay.
Welcome. Pick up a suit right over there.
Male.
Here you are. Head down the hall
Female.
there.
Female levels are good.
Right over there. Just step over to the table. Over there. Take a suit.
Take a vault seat, then head down the hall.
Welcome to Vault 111. I'm sure you'll feel right.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
It's down the hallway right there.
This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C. Oh God, honey.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
Sir?
DC is actually in Fallout 3, the capital
Just a
wasteland.
few medical items we have to get out first.
This where we're at is the Commonwealth.
Prepared for the future, right?
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Sean's acting up.
Oh, dang it. I didn't realize you could interact with that. I was gonna check.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Why would you take that's my question. Why would they take the when you could just take the parents? Like literally this guy is a freaking dumbass. It's like what's the point on taking the child when you could just take the parents too? Like literally that makes much more sense than what they just did. Fun fact, there's actually a mod. Fun fact about this. There is a mod where she technically did get shot, but it's more lines that she died. She was in shock, so she was in a comatose state, but she wakes up before us, and then we find her around somewhere in the game. It's pretty much that.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh God!
Residents must vacate immediately.
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
But yeah, I'm not even kidding. There is a mod. I think they actually repurposed some lines that could have been fixated with it. Is that there is a mod where she is still, where she or he, depending on who you choose, is still alive. She's somewhere in the wasteland. She's ahead of you, and she becomes a companion. First set of enemies, rad roaches. Would you be fine marrying a robot version of your wife who kept all of her memories? I guess, yeah. I'm reading your messages, don't worry. And we're sure I'll get my pistol soon. There's first set of roaches. And he's dead.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Over here is the recreation terminal. Which, fun fact, Has a little mini game. Yeah, but I'm talking about a mod as in she's still alive. Too bad I don't have the PC version I stream it, because I would be having that mod immediately. Not Donkey Kong at all, yeah. Dang it. Oh. But because it's one of those tapes, we can eject it. Get used to me having that, having like, something like that. You guys up the freaking Brad Roach? I know you can, that can happen. Like, see, I can get zapped. The block here is like a more of a parry. Like a whack. It isn't like in Skyrim where it's like you whack and you can immediately switch, immediately hit to a block. R1's pretty much the power attack, which is like this. Literally just like Skyrim. And here we go. Stim packs, which are healing items. Restores 30% of your max health of heal lands and can be favored into quick use. And here we go. A 10mm pistol. The 10mm pistol is one of the common weapons you'll see in this game, as such. It's a starting pistol, but that don't underestimate it being starting. Hold on, gotta fix a bit. My headphone cushions pretty much fell off. But yeah, that's the thing. So one thing about this game is that I'll be able to customize these guns multiple times. So that's why I'm picking up junk, because junk is actually used for materials.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Also, fun little extra bit. Some equipment can actually give you an increased stat, increased overall special stat. A special is pretty much like the point distributive that I done. That's why. Bye. Quiet later. We'll have to come back for this one.
Nice. Coming back later for you. I'm literally becoming a shit shot. What's happening to my aim? And I'm showing off that. Pretty much says, hey, be a Western cowboy. One. That's like the best way you can actually get a good aim, because in Fallout 3, that's where like almost required, because like you can't aim pretty good for shit in that game. In Fallout New Vegas, they make it where you aim down sight, so it makes it easier to aim. But in Fallout 4, they did it where it's like you completely can aim. Reload. You can also lean. Also, if you stay hidden, you can sometimes get a critical hit. And the game says move slowly, avoid bright light, and use melee attacks to avoid detection. They say melee attacks, but with guns, guns can have a melee attack, so like such. And here it is, the iconic Pip-Boy. A gadget that is very iconic. Fun fact, there's actually a an accessory. There's actually a Pip-Boy accessory for your phone, and you can download, I believe, a Fallout app, so you can access anything that's in your Fallout inventory on your phone. I like that before leaving the vault, they let you change your character again. Yeah, once that happens, you can't use it. What was only using melee weapons, can't aim. That's why I mentioned with the VATS, they make it easier for you to aim. VATS pretty much help you aim better. Well, you have a designated aimbot. And for some enemies are freaking agile as hell that, unless you're good at aiming, the VATS are required to get good shots. Like for limbs, arms, whatever. Real Pip-Boy? Yeah, there's actually a real Pip-Boy replica. There's also some replicas of some Fallout weapons, like the plasma pistol, I believe. There's a piece of plastic though he can install his phone with his iPhone with the app you mentioned. Yep. So I can change my name, my appearance, and all that stuff. I'm staying when I got.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault-Tec.
The stim packs are the only healing items in this game. Like, there's also food you can eat, but most of the time it's stim packs. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna show off the options menu because it's gonna help you understand what I'm playing this game on. I'm playing it on normal, but I'm gonna show off the difficulties. Holy shit. So, real quick, perk chart. Let's show, your robot brother's still waiting for you. That devotion, yeah. So yeah, every stat here, you can accumulate a point once you level up, but you can also pick the different perks here. So like something like with intelligence, the reason I want to get level 3 at least is to get this gun nut. Because gun nut is the way how you get different gun mods you can make, and that's why I want to spec on the most, so I can customize my weapons a bit more. Armor, Big League, Iron Fist, pickpocketing, which that's gonna be great. I am gonna keep building up my my current stats, but rest assured, this is my base stats. This is my base stuff. This is one I want to get, Party Boy, because actually, like it says, there's no chance you get addicted to alcohol. You can also get the effects that double in level 15 and level 37. Your luck is increased when under the infliction of alcohol. But the reason I spec into agility, one of the perks is Gunslinger. Non-automatic pistols deal 20 damage. Later on in ranks, it'll have increased range, damage more, and then it has the ability to disarm opponents, and later on to the point where it can disarm them, even crippling a limb. And here's where you can also get the Ignore Armor stat if you're always a sucker for that shit. Scavenger, which pretty much says, hey, look at this, look at this, I found extra, like, ammo and stuff. Bloody Masters is a freaking funny one. The Mysterious Stranger, which the name implies, it itself, which is like you randomly receive 3 times the experience. The lower the intelligence, the greater the chance. So if you want to know how great that is, if you have 1 intelligence, that's one you want to go after. Battle criticals, which pretty much says criticals do more damage. They can do twice as much extra damage, or to 2.5 extra, which is great. Critical banker, which is a really good one I recommend if you want to go for. If you're going for guns and all crits, allows you to store a crit, and it keeps storing and storing to the point where you can bank it, and then when you bank a crit, you have a chance of saving another crit. Pretty much make yourself an unlucky bastard. Oh, by the way, the icon says, one of the icons says the gun's pretty much telling you is that I have a 18, how should I say this, physical damage, but my outfit allows me to take radiation damage easily, but also energy weapon damage. I'll get into that later. And if you want to go back down, you press this button and you go straight down there. Oh yeah, by the way, the game tells you that you got grenades, which I like to use them at times. For example, Molotov. Hold on one, you hear the click, and then you throw it. Nuclear damage, radiation damage, that's what it's called. Bottle cap. Bottle caps are pretty much the game's currency. You're going to need a lot if you want to get some good weapons. Making it shade. Actually, so I can put up the Diamond City Radio and you can hear some classic, like very old tunes. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh yeah, run like a rabbit, fly like a bee. You know what you do, you never get away from me. I can find you, baby. Yeah. Oh, you guys don't hear it. I'm literally listen back, and you guys don't hear it.
As I live and breathe.
You guys don't hear it. I'm literally listen back, and you guys don't hear it.
It's really you.
Listen back, and you guys don't hear it.
It's really you.
Listen back, and you guys don't hear it.
Codsworth. What happened to the world?
The world, sir? Well, besides Aunt Geranium still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here.
Flaming sort of counts as radiation for some reason. Are you talking about the Shiska bomb? Flaming sort of counts as radiation for some reason. Are you talking about the Shiska bomb?
She's in a better place.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction.
Well, no, here's the thing about the post-apocalyptics. It's a lie because there's people that survived the nuclear thing, but it's very less. Like, most of the time it's both people who are alive, while also there are mutants. People become ghouls. Ghouls are pretty much zombies, but there are different types of ghouls. Normal ghouls and feral ghouls. The feral ghouls are the enemy ones. Ghouls are just like race. They're like zombie.
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him.
But I'm not gonna hold this back. Our son's still alive, actually.
You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly.
Hunger-induced paranoia. What the flying hell?
200 years? What? Are you?
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner.
Damn, I'm that late for dinner? Jeez. That's like being in another dimension. It will take by like, oh, I don't know, a second, but wow.
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Right, that's persuasion. The game tells you yellow easy, orange medium, red hard. Which the better chance is the better with your charisma. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff that's gonna allow me to have a better chance of that charisma shit, because I am not taking chances.
Whoa, whoa. Focus, Codsworth.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Well, it's something.
Circle is pretty much you being a jerk.
Of happier days. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The Mrs. and young Sean may turn up yet.
Feel bad for what?
There's nothing left here. It's all gone.
Well, if you wish to venture to paths unknown, I won't stop you. I shall guard the neighborhood in your absence.
Codsworth.
Mr. Calvin,
See, he calls me.
my search protocol.
I mean, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
When we get to Diamond City, you're gonna see why I like Piper.
How to serve, sir.
Codsworth the Handy, what was he supposed to be? Mr. Handy? Bye, remember that magazine?
Yes.
Here you go. Gives you an extra perk to them. It's best to keep an eye out when you're exploring to look for different magazines, because the magazines give you a permanent book increase. By where Sean was.
I'm coming, buddy.
There's also your special extra little perk. I'm gonna go for strength, so I have some extra stuff. How you polish worse? Cleaning is all I know. Cleaning's all he knows. Killing's also he does. Blowflies. Fuck those things. Yeah, Codsworth can show he can do it himself. By the way, if I go to settings, the game says all difficulties affect damage and the chance of encountering legendary enemies. Survival adds additional challenges like no fast travel and saving only when you sleep. See the survival entry in the help for more details. Some magazines unlock power armor paints. Yes, and some actually can affect your pretty much how good your weapons are. Some can actually increase your better chance of bartering. My personal favorite one is the ones that are like the material, I believe it's the military manuals, which allows you to have better sneak, and that's a great thing.
Mr. Calvin, and that's a great thing. Your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir?
Concord, that's the next point of interest. So while there is some people who are still alive, and mind you, remember the vaults. There are some vaults here. Oh, sarcasm time.
I like these people already.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll get along then, and they can help you find young Sean. I shall remain here and secure the home.
So while I'm on my way, hold on. Yeah, okay. So this is the power armor station, which we'll get power armor later. Armor station, which is pretty much armor workbench, which allows you to modify your armor. So like stuff like this, which you need the right perks for that. I'm gonna try to go on my way to grab that too. And here's one, the armor workshop. And if you want to store any junk, just do that. Just press square, press triangle, and it will stay in the whole sediment. I will get the suppressor, because the suppressor is going to help me a lot for silent kills. Comfort grip. I guess we can scrap this one. Want to make a stun baton? You can do that. You can turn your switchblade to have a serrated blade, which, funnily enough, in the military is very criminal because it's like too much damage. The workshop, which I'll get into that later. But the workshop experience allows you to say, hey, this is my settlement, let's make this to be what I want it to be, which I am not the best. Tiny. So whenever every time I kill those enemies is that I get their meat. I can mother freaking jerk. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that cooking in this game allows you to turn the meat you find into edible meat. Get the rats. And yes, you can see all the stuff. Yago is pretty much bear meat. What fact can you join? Cause you can only join one. You technically can join all of them. It's just more on the lines of which story you're gonna side with. I'm curious, who's actually watching me? If you're watching me, go ahead and speak on the chat. Ugh. Drifter. Oh, pipe pistol in the drifter outfit. Extra perception because of my glasses. Ah, that looks pretty good. Ew. I'll take that. Thank you. I always love the freaking gore in this game. I need to get the railway rifle. You're gonna see me having a field day with that gun. That gun's the definition of just sticking a head into the wall. Oh, look at this little buddy.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You seem like an okay guy. Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Dogmeat, our little companion.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Oh, look at him! Oh, he found something. What you found, boy? Ooh, make it. What you found, boy? Ooh, make it. Wait, hold up, boy. Come on.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? Any bad guys around, buddy?
Any bad guys? Come on. Nope. Any bad guys? Come on. I was try your best not to waste too much ammo when you're using a gun. That's why I say use VATS. I don't know why there's this many craft stations at the start. I'm questioning that for Skyrim. What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, the pipe pistol is the most customizable weapon in this game because you can turn this weapon into a rifle. With the right stuff, you can turn into a pistol, to a sniper rifle.
From a sponsor here in Diamond City, and
For this one, I'm gonna make this become my little SMG weapon, but I will get an official SMG because I can turn my 10mm pistol into a full automatic 10mm pistol.
Next is Ella Fitzgerald, who doesn't like it when people can't decide things, and then sings about it.
Do 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 do. And then you know it. Do you understand it now? So what are you gonna do? Oh, fuck these guys. I hate mosquitoes. Ow. Fuck these buggers. It's Sky when it was a town, so it's logical. Yeah, and but you questioned that about Fallout? Like, what's the point about it being alive when it's an apocalypse? There are going to be some survivors. It's not completely the full end of the world. It's more on the lines of, hey, the world just hit a reset button. Raiders. A clean head to them is a pretty much kill, but if you want to knock their weapons off... Fucking asshole, shooting my dog? Ooh, right in the freaking head! Alright, we leveled up, so real quick. Yeah, power armor introduction. Well, that and the Minuteman. You promise to return if we don't die with and I guess I never know, and I'll show it. Nope, I don't want Commando. I want Gunslinger. Gunslinger for now, and then we'll go for Sneak. Laser musket. This is pretty much a one-shot weapon, but it hurts like hell. Laser musket. This is pretty much a one-shot weapon, but it hurts like hell. And if you spec into this shit, hoo-hoo! If you spec into this shit, hoo-hoo! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Doom 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 doom. Oh, come on. Dun, 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 dun.
If I only had a bobby pin.
Damn it, I need covering fire. No more breakfast occupation. But to England with you. Goddamn fire! Damn your teeth at you. Jackanapes. Remember, lads.
Sup? What's up, bitch? Oh, come on! Thank you. There we go. For Christ's sake. I hate the game sometimes jinxing me. I hate when I jinx myself.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. You got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't sitting around waiting to die.
I swear to God, you make a move for that exit, and I'll gut you myself. Shut your mouth, or we'll never get the drop on this guy. Time's up.
Damn it. Critical. Ooh.
Hey.
Oh, boy, you might want to move. Thank you. I'm gonna call Dog Meat a nick. I'm gonna give Dog Me a nickname. I'm gonna call him Beef. Sup, Home Slice? Excuse me? Why? I love this game's gore. It's so freaking good. Ooh, thank you for the double barrel shotgun. Rip and tear until it is done. I need to download Doom. I need to remember to do that too.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Monty, before you say anything, any freaking racist joke, I swear to God.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill.
Right, this guy is mean to hell.
We're in a bit of a mess here.
I heard another settlement has in trouble. I'm marking it on your map. That's literally what he goes on.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now there are 5.
28, 5. That's how fast they're losing. Also, ghouls?
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow. You really aren't from around here, are you? Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time, but they're still just people.
The normal ones. That's the normal ones. We will see some, and they're good guys.
The
Some.
ones I'm talking about are different. The radiations rotted their brains, made them feral. They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong.
I'm worried about you making a joke on this guy.
Well, we do have one idea.
Because it's Minuteman. I mean, for Christ's sake, one of the freaking factions is literally named the Railroad. And it's an underground. The Underground Railroad. Farmers infected snow elves. More think radiated zombies. Except that depends on how you look at them. Usually whenever they speak, they sound like a chain smoker.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of Cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun.
Could work.
It'll work, provided we can.
No, I missed to get Farmers are ugly bastards, but damn, I love their armor. I might need to keep that in mind if I play Fallout. I mean Skyrim.
But we're a bit stuck.
I can say this.
The answer's no. I'm out.
Just like that, huh? You come this far, then continue.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought he was gonna say, "I'm out." I was with that.
Right.
Hey there.
Note, I guess,
Change your mind, tough guy?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right.
Sorry about that.
Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once
It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect
Ma'am.
your family.
Now look who dog meat brought to us.
Then maybe this will make you laugh. Or
Dumb mutt.
So, he's your dog?
Aw, he ain't my dog. No, sir. Dog meat, he's what you call his own man. You can't own a free spirit like that. But he chooses his friends and sticks with them. He'll stay by you now.
We found out, we know, we found out that Grandma was playing the numbers. You guys don't hear it, but it really upsets me that they don't allow us to hear it in the background. This shit is catchy music.
Visions. Uh-huh.
I know what you're thinking.
Bye. You give her a can, Preston gets pissy. I'm gonna try to persuade her to say, hey, no more Kims.
Sight.
What's the sight?
I can see a bit of what was and what will be.
Because the more you use Kims on her, eventually she'll die.
What is right now. And right now, I can see there's something coming, drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
So days when music is created, not written and played by a machine.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
And she died happy. No, she at least died thinking about drugs. But look at this woman.
Horrible kid. Claws and teeth and horns.
Look like she has autism.
The very face of death itself. That's all I can manage. That's all. I need to rest now.
Right, when she say claws and teeth and all that stuff and the term death, that's hinting on a death claw. We're gonna meet one soon.
You okay?
These are our lives you're playing with. Are you listening to me?
Alright, bitch.
Mister.
Oh God, why? Why? Stop it.
Excellent.
Bobblehead, which permits a permanent increase to my perception. As such. Now I can lockpick. We roll with me. So I didn't get the normal power core before, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna get it here if best I can. This game, everything in this game is ugly, but since it's a post-apocalyptic setting, it justifies. Explain it to Horizon Zero Dawn, then, because that feels backwards. If the password is incorrect, the number of letters and that match the terminal password, both letter and position, will be displayed on screen. So I'm going to say like something like this. Highly unlikely. Here, it's close, so it's about either this or possibly this. Nope, never mind. Well, thankfully, one thing about in this game compared to Fallout 3 and New Vegas, get locked out of a terminal, just give it a couple seconds. the fun fact is that I learned is that some of these actually are like, it's more the lines of figuring out the one that's
Sweet.
out of line, because each word's pretty much like similar, but you gotta find the one that's like out of place, the one that looks, huh. Horizon has no justification. Horizon has every justification. It's a post-apocalyptic setting. Robots pretty much took over. What are you talking about? Like, you saying that it's no justification feels like a complete and utter bull. Like, I'm not kidding. There are civilization of like of actual buildings, like modern buildings, crumbled. Alright, before I go.
Yes.
Atom control is definitely not what you're probably thinking it is. Follows nuclear post-apocalyptic, not Horizon. I'm talking about as in post-apocalyptic as the world is pretty much like in a reset state. Because with Fallout, it's the same thing with it's with nuclears. In how should I say this? In Horizon Zero Dawn, that's pretty much the equivalent of Terminator, if that makes sense. Like I say, your thought about it like does not have justification either. I'm saying it as when you put it in the perspective of this game being ugly because of post-apocalyptic setting, I'm putting that bit of your opinion on that onto it's the nuclear that part that justifies everything being ugly. Yeah, and guess what? Because of freaking nature itself with the robots, yeah, guess what? Everything else is ugly because our human society has reset to the caveman ages.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum.
Can you give me a drink soon?
Cause EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. Or what's left of it.
I'm not, honey, we're not mentioning the freaking nuclear part. We're talking about in terms of post-apocalyptic. I mean, for Christ's sake, I have seen some games where the post-apocalyptic setting kind of does make sense with the whole... You know what, now that I think about it, you talked about that about Outbreak for the Wild. I don't want to hear jack with that. Ooh, my arm and leg is damaged. Give me my freaking minigun.
But we got somebody up here.
Yeah, it's me, bitch. Sup?
Show me that fancy gun.
Oh, sure thing. Let me show you my gun. Run! Run like the fucking wince you are!
Skeeter.
Or your fibers!
Here they are. Deathclaw. That's like saying, honey, you realize that we can also count. No, technically, if you technically think about it for a second. Hold on, there's a bug here. Give me a second. Just straight up just flew in like on my nose and all stuff. Honey, I'm just letting you know that that's pretty much like completely like that. I'm just saying as in terms of what you said by post-apocalyptic setting. Horizon is a post-apocalyptic setting. It's literally hinted. Like the lore bits talk about it. Where are you? Where are you, fucker? It's like it's just the nuclear part. It's like is one post-apocalyptic. It's not just the definitive post-apocalyptic. Like I know what you mean by the nuclear being the reason why why this game's ugly, but at the same time, it's post-apocalyptic in general that makes these games ugly, in my opinion. Like when I hear nuclear only, it's like like robotic apocalypse, alien apocalypse.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm just pointing out the list of stuff that you're probably missing or something, or you misunderstand.
I'm just glad you're
like, cause it's not just.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move.
I'm not trying to make you angry by default. I'm just telling you that
You said you were glad to help. Well, you did.
It's like it's just more on the lines of.
So here.
You not giving that a justification on it on why it's ugly kind of upsets me a bit, because I'm giving you a justification why Horizon is ugly. And I'm making it a good justification on it, because it's post-apocalyptic. Why are you trying to anger me on purpose? I'm not trying to. What are you talking about? I'm literally just mentioning that I'm giving a reason why I think Horizon is ugly and why I still like it, even if it looks ugly.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
What would I need to do?
You need to stay strong like you've been.
I know that. Honey, you don't understand. I'm saying I know that bit. I'm talking about for Horizon as in, it's not just, it's... When I say I know it, it means that that bit I understand. I understand what you're getting at. I'm talking about Horizon and why I think in justification why that game is ugly, because I can tell you this much, it's a freaking post-apocalyptic setting. It doesn't have to just be nuclear. I know the point about in this game, the nuclear thing is the reason why. But that doesn't excuse the fact that in Horizon, it's also post-apocalyptic. Let me tell you this much. Post-apocalyptics, I'm expecting something to be ugly. Why is this nuclear part? I'm not saying there is no nuclear part. I'm saying as a post-apocalyptic, because when you think about it in Horizon's case, the freaking game, it's pretty much a robotic post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic is after that whole shit happened. This is the nuclear part. I'm talking about with Horizon. That is the robot part.
Tell me. I need to know.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost.
It's literally like the Terminator. Why do you think that I'm? Why do you think I'm trying to justify why that game's like that game's visuals are ugly? The characters are in that game are ugly. I mean, for Christ's sake, there's a freaking virus in the new game, Forbidden West, and in freaking the first game, there's corruption. And the fact that you're fighting freaking monstrous things that could probably leave a mark to the point of making you look ugly, that's why I'm trying to say it. I understand what you're saying, honey. You're not getting what I'm saying.
I knew it. Please tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
I'm not trying to be angry at you. I'm trying to prove my point.
Not clearly.
And you ignore me because you think that Horizon doesn't deserve a justification on why that game's characters are ugly. I'm trying to give you a justification on that game's character's ugliness, okay? I'm trying to agree with you on the game character models and that game's ugliness, okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to say this game isn't ugly, or I'm not trying to say Nuclear is like straight up like the only ugly thing. I'm not trying to justify that. That feels like a bit of a, that feels like there's so many like holes into it.
Go on, speak up.
Yes, that's understandable. I understand that bit. Lots of us too with the zombie disease. Yeah, there is disease, and I understand that, and that's why I do believe with that part. That part makes sense with why the character models are ugly, but they do look a bit realistic, but they do look ugly. I'm talking about in the Horizon's case because with the whole global apocalypse, fucking go look at Terminator and ask me how many fucking times you see the Terminator looking ugly as hell, or in my opinion, some of the future people are ugly. So I mean, for Christ's sake, play Terminator. What was it? Resistance? And that game is ugly in definition of the Terminators.
It's safe to move out. We're heading for that place.
The short story is, post-apocalyptic sucks.
It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase?
Yes, robot apocalypse. Then why are you not acknowledging Horizon? It's literally a robot apocalypse.
We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Buddy?
Like, money, I'm not even kidding because I played the game and there are hints of it being a post-apocalyptic because the robots pretty much went full out fucking haywire and nearly killed almost half of the population to the point where human society now has to reset.
So, this radio station.
It isn't just graphical thing. Remember, human society, reset it. And that's like future. Of course it's going to be ugly because it's probably the genetic code into us humans are probably like acting up now. Like now we're going to start looking ugly in the future. That's why I don't get. It's just... If you're thinking about it, it's just graphic limitations. I played games where they had graphic limitations. And even with like Persona, like some games on the PS4, I've seen graphical limitations and you call them all shit like that and it's just... Forget it.
Take point. Get close, everyone.
Hold on, let me read out what I'm next, because I know what you're saying all that stuff, but I'm talking. But let me mention this. With Horizon, I see the character models being ugly because of the robot catastrophe, like the corruption, the little disease that's going to happen in Forbidden West, which doubly so. The freaking, I believe, poison, which we can also count as that one, fire, ice, all that stuff. It's gonna fucking do a toll on the human body. The human wiping everyone don't make everyone ugly. No, but the scars will. Like, people have to survive against those things. Of course they're gonna have, like, bruises, they're gonna look ugly as hell. I mean, for Christ's sake, Monique. Like, I'm literally mentioning that right now. Like, I understand what you're getting at, but I'm telling you what I'm getting at, as in,
As in, it's not in the lines of you're wrong. It's more in the lines of okay, but this is what I think it is supposed to be interpreted to. Like that's all I'm doing. Rivals Entertainment is about your Terminator game. Yes, because Terminator Resistance was very limited. That game is limited. While in Horizon, the visuals like outside and all that stuff, bruises and scars, art malfunctions. Yeah, but they still add to the point of ugliness. When you see someone bruised to flying hell, you don't go, "Ooh, you look beautiful." No, you're more like, "Oh," like you're actually like a little bit disgusted. Imagine seeing a how should I explain this? A bruised up, scarred person's face, and you cannot tell me that you will go, "Ugh," like you will get disgusted a bit. That's ugly in my definition. It's not just about they looking ugly exactly. It's the fact that how much more can we make them more ugly? Like, let's put the dirt, let's put all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you this much with Skyrim, even I can say the character models are ugly. At least there's a mod to fix that. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna ignore the fact that with Skyrim, and I'm telling you as in general. What about something like Wall-E? Okay, that's actually ugly. When Horizon in the past, Wall-E has the ugliest human models. Formation mutation. I'm not looking at that. That's for nuclear. That's not for robot apocalypse. I'm talking about with robot apocalypse. You're gonna have bruises or some shit, or you're gonna come out alive, but you're gonna come out alive worse for wear. Like you're not gonna look like the normal person you look like. Like you're gonna be bruised up. You're gonna look like you went through hell. Like with nuclear, that's expectation. That's expecting you to be mutated and all that stuff. In a robot apocalypse, is the only ugly thing is not just the face. It's also the fact that you're getting bruised and all that stuff. I know the mutation thing, but that's tied straight to like viruses or nuclear warfare and all that stuff. Skyrim is 2011. You will really go into its graphics. Well, I'm saying as in today's age, it's dated. It's dated. It's a classic gem. It's a really good freaking masterpiece. But if you were to go into this as like, if you show a recent person today and show them that game, they will say the character models look ugly. Now, I'm not saying they are completely ugly. I mean, in my opinion, they are ugly, but they're kind of like the more of the lines of it adds to the charm to it. It adds to the game's charm. When you go into with Horizon, the character models, yeah, they do look ugly, but I'm trying to tell you what I see as like a reason why they look ugly, a good reason. I'm not looking as in graphical completely. I'm looking as in world building. Like, let me put this in perspective. In say, like, I think if I'm gonna be right on this one to make sure I get this correct. In Skyrim, characters have like a certain, like, has like a dirt face in them, like their face is covered in dirt and all that stuff. And like, there's a mod to remove that as well. Well, to me, it's not out of reason. Well, I'm just talking about in world building, because I can understand with Skyrim, everyone's pretty much went through shit. Like, they have to fight people, they have to get bloody and all that stuff, or sometimes they just fall and trip. It's nature. Nature is pretty much like they're gonna have a dirty face. And it makes a bit with that, how the game kind of feels like a Viking theme to it, which I like that. If you were looking into Horizon, yeah, the character models look ugly, but in my opinion, because of the whole robot apocalypse, I think this should be expected. I mean, for Christ's sake, I'll be honest here, it is ugly. And I'm not going to say there is no good reason on Horizon, but I'm trying to give a good reason, trying to get one, because as much as I'm trying to give a stupid reason, I'm trying to make a valid reason. It may be stupid, but when you take a moment to look back, you're gonna be thinking, you know, he's got a sort of a point to it. Like, yeah, he's not completely correct, but you get some point to him. Like, that's my goal. That's my thing. I'm just pretty much saying, when you hear what I'm saying properly, like when you understand exactly what I'm getting at, you're pretty much saying, oh, okay, that's understandable. Like, you don't agree with everything, but you agree when I'm pretty much getting my point straight. Okay, then your PS4 Spider-Man, 90% of the characters are ugly and it's not post-apocalyptic. Be frankly honest, Marvel Comics, their graphics are not pretty. The graphics in Marvel, like the Marvel Comics, they're not the best. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Like, even the models in a comic book is ugly. But I don't mind it because it's from Marvel. Because with Marvel, when you look back at their comic books, yeah, that's the point. They look ugly because the comic books models are like that too. It's understandable with that. Last of Us 2, I understand that because of zombie apocalypse. It's Fallout, I know that because of nuclear wasteland. And it's like, I understand some of these graphical bits you're trying to get into, you're trying to contradict me. I'm not trying to put it in a aha state, I'm telling you that, hey, this is what I think. Like, like when I mentioned to one cast man about like how SCO Fate Ebola takes a bit of an inspiration from Fallout, from Borderlands, I'm talking about as that for the definition of a first-person RPG shooter, what is the one game most people will look at? Like, to put this in perspective, whenever you play Fallout, you're gonna know there's gonna be some people who's like, it's kind of like Skyrim with guns or something like that. It's kind of like that. Nioh, Dark Souls, Samurai Dark Souls, something like that. The new Spider-Man PS4, it's Marvel's equivalent of Batman, Arkham Knight, or Arkham Asylum, or whatever it is. Like, that's what I'm trying to get into. I'm not trying to be rude about, like, saying you're wrong. I'm just saying as in, my point as in, for all that. That's it. And take a break, take a little rest break. I think I actually can make a bed here, or make it in a chair. The bottom line, I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying that as in, I'm trying to get a understanding on when you meant by the post-apocalyptic. Let me put this in perspective. You mentioned how everything in this game is ugly because since it's a post-apocalyptic setting, it's justified. That's what I'm trying to get into. You said that, and that's why I'm trying to put into that lingo to help me understand better. Like, let me tell you this much. I agree that there is no real good justification of Horizon. I get that. But I'm trying to get one. I'm trying to give one out. I'm trying to give what I see. Like, I'm not changing your perspective. You can say that it's limited. You can say it has limited graphics all you want. That's all you can say. That's all you. I'm not saying it's limited. I am not saying it. And I'm not asking you to change my opinion on it. I'm not asking you to fix what I said. I'm telling you what I'm saying.
Like, there's nothing wrong with what your opinions are. I'm just telling you how I feel about the topic. Like, there's no wrong answers, only wrong words.
Whole lot of shit. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was, Big Maybell.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
I don't want to talk about it.
No worries. We've all got our past to deal with. I don't need to know anything you don't want to tell me. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
And
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Oh, good. I was hoping for a chance to rescue some more helpless villagers.
It's not that people are helpless. They just need someone to give them a helping hand sometime. That's
what does that make of Disney's Dinosaur, the sequel to Ice Age, minus the first? That's because there was a baby and a family, which we never see again.
I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Okay, what do you mean by that? I'm trying to get that understanding. Well, unless you're talking about that to Monique, because if you're talking about that to Monique, that's more because of animals, but technically I'm not going to get too big into that one. Bottom line is, I rather prefer looking for a good reason rather than just straight up believing its limitations. Like, I want to give I want to see the bigger picture of it. I like to see there's a bigger picture to it. I'm not looking for just the answer is graphical limitations. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a really good justified reason for our game's character models to look ugly. Like, hold on, I think I have some other games. Give me a second, real quick. But I'm gonna also, real quick, get me Lady Killer. You're charming and dangerous. Women suffer 5% damage in combat and easier to persuade in dialogue. That means any women I can talk to, I pretty much make it easier to where it's like, baby, you need to calm down. Ditch this man. It's like, okay. Be right back. I'm checking my game collection. Hold up. Oh yeah, I forgot I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'll look at the chat in just a moment. Give me a second, just looking at my game selection so I can help you understand what I'm getting at. Because I have played some games, like multiple games. One good one's actually a good one. Freaking Division. That's actually justified for one. I swear, the next time I see a deal and it's on the World Ends With You Neo, I'm immediately going to see if I can get enough money so I can purchase that, because I want to play that for a stream, and that's going to be a fun time for me. I'm reading back on the stuff back. So you see the problem, you acknowledge it, but trying to find an in-game justification. Yes, because I don't want it to be just... Like, I don't want it to be just graphical limitations, because usually for me, whenever I'm interested into the world, I want a justification of the models themselves. Like, do you have Metro Exodus? That game actually has an interesting story about humans surviving a nuclear radiation of sorts. I have not have that. I have, Lythia, I'm not just telling you this much. I understand that it's graphical limitations, but if it's a world I really deeply love, I completely love, I don't want it to be just the reason of justifying the character models being ugly. I will say, yeah, it's graphical limitations, but it's more in the lines of, I want to figure out if it's actually part of the world, and like if it's actually to add more to the world, because usually, whenever you talk about graphical limitations, usually with the graphical limitations, sometimes they pair well with the game in question. Like, with Division, or like something like, I believe, something like, hold on, give me a second. Something like a virus game with infected virus around the world, or something like this game. That's understandable. That's a good in-game reason why. But with something like Horizon, I don't want it to just, like, I'm interested in that world, but I want to know what's the in-game justification of the characters looking ugly. I don't want it to be just graphical limitations, because if I'm interested in the world, I want to know what makes this world tick. I want to see what people in the world look like if you look at them straight to the face. And by the way, like I try to say, Lucia, if I see the World Ends With You Neo, I will make double sure to stream that for you. Okay? Your headcanon justification. Yes, that's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find a very good justification. I'm not trying to look for a half-baked, it's like, oh, it's because it's just robot justification. Just the robot thing. Like when I mentioned the bruises and scars, when it comes to surviving against those robots and stuff like that, that's good justification because of the world. Like remember, people have to survive that shit. That's understandable with the ugliness and part of that. I just don't like the idea of graphical limitations. That's it. I don't want that to be just the only answer. I don't want that to be the only answer. I just want it to be more on the lines of, what's the main reason why these characters look ugly? Like, it's supposed to help expand the world. That's the one I'm looking for. Like with Skyrim, with the characters having like a dirty face, it adds to the Viking like style to the game, and that's what I love about it. I love that. I love the old like fantasy like style because of the dirty face. When you take a look at trying to get an example here. When you look at the character models of like the World Ends With You, their outfits pretty much replicate the how the city is today, like, you know, hip hop. They also have like a bit of a rock feel to them, rock outfits to them, and I love that because that adds a bit to the world. That's what I want to look for. I want to look for, if I love the world, I want to find an in-game headcanon justification of why the characters' models look like this, or why they're wearing this. I'm checking like how long has it been playing. Hold on. An hour and 49, about an hour and 50. When it reaches the hour, it's gonna be time for me to take my break, but I know most of the time I'm more talking. Actually, Give me a second. Yeah, I have Persona 5 Royal up. I do have that. I have Strikers. I have Kingdom Hearts I can play again. So I can stop the stream if you want. If you guys fire me, I can stop the stream, switch to another game, and continue on a different stream, if that's fine with you guys. But yeah, I just want in-game justification of why it's like, it's with, I want to find a justification on it. I'm not looking for half-baked, like, it's just graphics. It's just more on the lines of, I want a reason. I want a in-universe reason. Like, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling to play Strikers. I'm feeling to play Persona 5 Strikers. So, yeah, my headcanon justification. I don't like, because whenever I hear it's just graphical limitations, it feels a bit, it feels a bit off. Anyway, I saved my game. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to either Kingdom Hearts or Strikers. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Do I have like a coin or something I can use? Yeah, I have a coin. Here it is. Alright, so how should we do this? Heads is Kingdom Hearts, tails is Strikers. Alright, let's do this. Heads, Kingdom Hearts, tails, Strikers. That wasn't a good flip.
And that was Frankie Carl there. Well, I mean, I guess
That's not even a good flip. I want a good flip. I want a good flip. The good flip's always the one that determines it all. Tails, Strikers.
Here's a thing. A sort of note.
Alright, real quick, hold your I'm gonna screenshot the chat here so I can send it to you guys. So send it to you, Razor, and send it to Monique for you guys. So rest assured, I'm with you know what? Before I even do anything, before I leave just yet, I need to send a message.
But not Warren Smith. Uranium rock.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Shut up. Freaking Karen. Alright, now yep, Persona then, and I'm starting new game. Because I want to start this from fresh, because I need to try better. Alright, switching. 3, 2, 1, cut.